Coming at you live from the 801. Let's boogie. Okay, we got big boy ball round 2. Now it's the NFC, you know, it's actually my favorite division. Bang bang 90 gang, that's my squad. But since my squad's not playing this week, let's definitely get to the nitty gritty. The first game, we got the Vikings and the Saints. Woo-hoo! We got the Saints come marching into town. These teams got history, man. I think they had the Minneapolis Miracle over there. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers about 2 years ago when Stephon Diggs goes in and moss that boy, man. And then, I don't know, the safety missed the tackle and you know the rest. So yeah, it's super fun. I think this game's going to be really gritty. I think both teams are really good. The Vikings are freaking talented as hell across the board. Obviously, they're getting healthy at the right time. Dalvin Cook coming in. The boy's a monster. But, you know, one hit on that shoulder, I don't know if he's going to just drop out of the game or what. It's playoff time. We'll see. Saints just keep marching in. They've been hot. They've been talking smack. Cam Jordan is talking smack on the QB right now. He's saying, I guess when Kirk Cousins is on, he's on. And when he's off, good luck. My pick is the Saints. You know, Drew Brees. You got Michael Thomas breaking records. It's just, it's lining up for them. The stars are lining up for them. It's going to be hard to beat them. So I fully expect that the Saints will actually roll the Vikings. And, you know, we'll see Kirk Cousins under the hot seat because he can't win a big one. Okay. Then we get to the primetime game, you know, the Seahawks at the Eagles. Which is unfortunate because the Seahawks definitely got a way better record than the Eagles. But, you know, records are thrown out the window in the playoffs. So we know the Seahawks are really well-rounded. They have a really good running game, which is kind of hard to. Their stats say they're really good at running, but they lost all their backs. But everybody's favorite is beast mode, man. Everybody likes those Skittles, bro. My guy from Oakland coming back into town, where all the magic happened, where the earthquake started. I think there's a lot of buzz there. And with the Eagles, you know, we know what they can do. They're definitely magical in the playoffs. They always find a way to actually get one win. But the thing that's different this year than the other years is that Nick Foles, bruh, he ain't there no more. So who we got? We got Carson Wentz. We got Carson Wentz throwing to pedestrian receivers again. He's the same situation as New England. Don't have any receivers, and I mean zero. But offense is not there. Obviously, you got Miles Sanders. He's getting hot, but it's not going to be enough to beat the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks winning this in a close one. They could have easily been out of the playoffs, but they just find out a way. You have Russell Wilson, you win those close ones. So, yeah, let's definitely get to the Vegas picks. They got the Saints winning in a big one. They have them favored by 8.5. Being that it is the playoffs, I feel like every game will be close, except this one. I think the Saints roll, man. I'll take Saints with the 8.5. I think they win by 2 touchdowns, to be honest. It could be ugly early. Let's just say that. The Seahawks against the Eagles, they got Seattle favored at 2.5. I'll go ahead and take the Seahawks in this one. I feel like they're going to win. Not by a big margin. I feel like they're going to win by 4. So yeah, that's my picks. And let's definitely talk about where I was right, where I was wrong. Start with where I was wrong. With the Vegas odds with the Patriots, they're favored by 5. I'll actually go ahead and take the Titans on that one. I don't feel like they're going to win, but I also don't think they're going to get their ass whooped by 5 either. So I got this wrong, but I mean, it looks a lot bigger than it actually was. Very close damn game. But the Titans ended up beating the GOAT, man. What can I say? I knew that, you know, Derrick Henry's a problem, and that was definitely right. Did I think that the GOAT was going down today? No. I'm pretty sure more than half of America didn't think so as well. But yeah, man, what can you do when you don't have any receivers, right? Yeah, I'll take the L on that. about where I was right. Houston Texans, I feel like they win in a nail biter. They go ahead and win by a field goal. Like I said, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. I thought it was going to come down to the wire. I took Texans with winning by a field goal, then covering that spread. In Vegas, they won by 3. So yeah, where I was right, where I was wrong, I was 1 out of 2. Tom Brady, you saw him a little frustrated, looking around, not really trusting his talent. These are the kind of games where you go to Gronk maybe 13 times, right? So really missing his key weapons that he used to have. I don't know what the future is for Tom Brady and the Patriots. Anyways, we had good damn games today. So, with the Texans and Bills, that was a fun game, man. You have 2 QBs that are just very sporadic. They just run around and make big plays. Josh Allen, man, he's very good. He's he reminds me of Cam Newton. But the thing about him is that he's young, right? So he made a huge mistake by taking that sack at the end of the game. I believe with like a minute and some change. Anyways, I really think Houston got bailed out. I think there's some bad decisions on Coach O'Brien's part where you had the ball on the 30 or 40-yard line with the Bills just having all 3 timeouts, and you run it all 3 times. I think you got it down to 3rd and 2. You have the best player, Deshaun Watson, on your team carrying you, and you knew you were going to go for 4th down, but honestly, you should have. To me, I think it was a very costly thing to put it in your running back's hands. I would have put it in my best player's hands, which is Deshaun Watson. I would have given him a pass if there's an option to run and scramble for the first. I would have taken it, but definitely don't take it out of his hands. I wouldn't have gone that route, man. Just don't do that. So yeah, I mean, you got bailed out, and the Texans will go up to the Chiefs, and the Titans will actually line up against the Ravens. So it's gonna be a really, really fun matchup. 2 teams that run the ball a lot, and then you got 2 unbelievable quarterbacks in Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. So I think that this is what we live for. Is definitely playoff football, and so anxious to see how the NFC stacks up tomorrow. Stay tuned tomorrow, where I was right, where I was wrong. Follow me on Instagram, Hawaiian_TETI. I don't know if my editing skills will be good enough, but let's definitely point at the air anyways.